Hello everyone. In this video, I'm pretty much just going to be doing a bunch of examples of simplifying using the rules that we went over up top. So with this very first one, and that is a squared by the way, it looks kind of strange. You can see that we do have the 3 in the exponent here, and it does have the parentheses. So we're just going to distribute this exponent to everyone. All right, so we're going to get 3 to the third, and then n squared to the third. All right, so the n squared to the third is a little bit weird, but whenever we do that, remember that if it's to the exponent, we're multiplying their exponents there. So it's going to be n to the second, and then also multiplied by 3. So 3 to the third, 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27, and then this is going to be n to the 6th. Okay, so let's try out another one, and these really just take practice. So the second one here, I do see that I had my exponent out to the side, so I'm just going to distribute that. 0 times 4 is 0, so it's going to be 6 to the 0 divided by 6 to the 5th. And we can do one of two things here. We can subtract these guys, or we can just say 6 to the 0 power is 1, because anything to the 0 power is 1, and then we have 6 to the 5th on the bottom. Not really sure what 6 to the 5th is off the top of my head, so let's just go to Desmos. And we're going to type in 6 to the 5th. All right, this is 7,776, so let's go write that in the denominator. Okay, let's try out another one, and we're just going to keep on going through these. So this one, you're actually multiplying everything together. So I'm going to start by kind of writing things that are similar terms next to each other. So 5 times negative 4, and we also have n times n squared. All right, 5 times negative 4 is going to be negative 20. And then this is really n to the first times n to the second. So we're going to be using that first rule up there where we're multiplying, so we add their exponents together. So n to the first times n to the second is going to give us n to the third. And that is our answer for this problem. All right, moving on to the fourth one, we are distributing here. And this one is a little bit strange because it looks like we only distributed to the y. But what you don't realize is that there's actually a 1 out in front of this. This is negative 1. So we are going to have to distribute the 2 to the negative 1 as well. Okay, so this is going to be negative 1 squared, and then times y to the 4th squared. Remember, whenever we do this, we're going to be multiplying their exponents, so I'm just going to multiply here. Negative 1 squared is the same as negative 1 times negative 1. That's going to be positive 1. And then 4 times 2 is 8, so this is going to be y to the 8th. 1 times anything is itself, so this is going to be y to the 8th. Okay, let's try out another one. Here we are distributing again. And then we're going to be multiplying afterwards. So the first thing is 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. So it's going to be 3 to the negative 8. And then times 3 to the negative second. Since we are multiplying, we're going to add their exponents. So this is going to be 3, negative 8 plus negative 2 is going to give us negative 10. And a negative exponent is going to send that down to the denominator. So it's going to be 1 over 3 to the 10th, making that positive. And then we're just going to take 3 to the 10th and type that into Desmos and just see what the number is there. So let's just type 3 to the 10th in so we can simplify this as much as possible. 59,049. So let's go back. 59,049. Okay, we're about halfway through. Let's take a little breather. Or pause me for a second. Okay, let's get back to it. So problem number 6, we're going to do a similar thing that we did up here. We're going to distribute the negative 3. 0 times negative 3 is still 0. And then we have 4 to the negative third on the bottom. 4 to the 0 power is 1. And then we have this 4 to the negative third on the bottom. Anytime we have a negative exponent, we just want to change where it is. So I'm going to bring the 4 to the negative third up to the top and make that a positive exponent. So this is going to be 4 to the positive third. Technically, we have a 1 on the bottom, but we don't have to write that there. And then I just want to type in 4 to the third and see what that is in Desmos. So let's type in 4 to the third. And if you want to do that in your head, 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 should be 64. So this is going to be equal to 64. I know I'm going a little fast, but please feel free to slow me down or rewind if you need help. Okay, looking to problem number 7, similar thing here. So we're going to be distributing the exponent, and then we're going to be solving from there. So whenever we have an exponent raised to an exponent, we're going to think multiplication. So this is 2 times k, 4 times 2 is 8, and then all of this is divided by 2k to the 4th. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so these will actually just kind of go away, and we'll have k to the 8th divided by k to the 4th. Whenever you're dividing, you want to think subtracting, so we're going to subtract their exponents. And 8 minus 4 is 4. So we're just going to get k to the 4th. All right, number 8, I don't really see anything I can do on the top. One of your hints is kind of parentheses there, so just keep that in mind. So I'm just going to leave the 3c to the 10th for now. And in the denominator, I'm going to distribute the squared to everyone. So it's going to be 4 squared times c 2 times 2. There we go. All right, so we're going to have 3c to the 10th divided by 4 squared is 16. And this is going to be c to the 4th. 3 over 16, I can't reduce that, so I'm just going to leave that there. And then we have c to the 10th divided by c to the 4th. Anytime that you see division, you should think subtraction. So I'm just going to be subtracting 10 minus 4, and we're going to get positive 6. Since we get positive 6, that means that the c is up there with the 3. If we got negative 6, it would move down there with the 16, and we would make it positive. Okay, we're on to the last 2 examples here. So here I'm going to distribute the 3. We're going to get 5 to the 3rd times m squared to the 3rd over 5m to the 9th. 5 to the 3rd, 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. So we're going to get 125m, and then 2 times 3 is 6. So m to the 6th. And this is all over 5m to the 9th. We're just going to do some reducing. 125 divided by 5, you can think about that as you have $1.25. If you divide that among 5 people, you do have 5 quarters. So this is going to be 25, or you can type it in Desmos, either way. 25, and then we have m to the 6th divided by n to the 9th. We are going to think subtraction here, so it's going to be m to the 6 minus 9. So it's going to be 25 m to the negative 3rd. But now that we have a negative exponent, we're going to move that down to the denominator. So we're going to get 25 over m to the positive 3rd. All right, we're on to our last problem here, and that is a 5. A little bit hard to see there. But we're going to distribute the 5 to everyone. Don't forget to distribute to the 2. So we have 2 to the 5th, and then h to the 4 to the 5th power. All right, 2 to the 5th, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, and 16 times 2 is 32. Or you can just type in the Desmos. But this is 32. And then we're going to have h to the 4 times 5, which is 20. And then all of this is divided by 6, h to the 6th. 32 over 6 actually can reduce, so we are going to reduce that. And then we also have our h to the 20 divided by h to the 6th. 32 and 6 are both divisible by 2, so 32 divided by 2 is 16. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then we have h to the 20 minus 6. 20 minus 6 is 14, so this is h to the 14th, all divided by 3. And that is our final answer. Okay, hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please feel free to go back and try to work out an example before me or something like that to kind of just check your knowledge. But let me know if you have any questions. Goodbye.